3 questions in miscellaneous. Now the fourth one, again, the question is to find the domain and range of the function. Fourth one, f of x is equal to root of x minus 1. To find the domain and range of f of x is equal to root of x minus 1. As we discussed earlier, actually there is no particular or fixed method for finding domain and range. You have to see it, understand it, and find the values of x and y, the possible values. Domain means the possible values of x, or whichever values of x are possible in this function. That is domain. Similarly, y. Fx means y. Y is equal to root of x minus 1. If y is root of x minus 1, whichever values are possible for y, that is range. And again, we discussed 2-3 things. One thing, if it's in modulus, whenever we have a modulus sign, whatever is coming inside modulus doesn't have any restriction. That means we can keep positive, negative, fractions, rational, irrationals, whatever it may be, inside the modulus sign, we can give any real number, nothing. But the whole quantity, when y is equal to modulus x, that y value, modulus value, that will never be negative. It will be greater than or equal to 0, or it will be non-negative numbers. That is for modulus. Second thing, for square root sign. Square root sign, whatever comes inside that square root, that is for the radicand. Radicand means the quantity which is coming inside the radical sign, square root sign. It cannot be negative for real functions, because square root of a negative number that we didn't learn it, that's a complex number, we'll learn next. Functions, we are learning only real functions, means only real values. So to be real, we cannot take negative values inside a square root sign. So whatever comes inside square root sign, it should be non-negative, means it should be greater than or equal to 0. That means for this one we can make it out. X minus 1 must be greater than or equal to 0. Again, if y is root of x minus 1 is asked, that means only positive square root is asked. So y values will be 0 or more. Again, it cannot be non-negative. So here, to find domain x values, we know that x minus 1 greater than or equal to 0. So x greater than or equal to, take this minus 1 to the other side, becomes 1. So the values of x is 1 or more. Or see, yesterday someone asked, greater than or equal to 1, how is it 1 to infinity? I don't know, but one of you asked me after the class, he asked me, how come it is 1 to infinity, more than 1? Greater than or equal to 1 means how come it is 1 to infinity? See our number line. Our domain. We are learning our whole set of real numbers. 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus. X greater than or equal to 1 means from 1 onwards. From 1 onwards towards right. So 1 onwards towards right means till which number? Starting from 1, it goes to infinity, because we don't have a last number. More than 1 means it goes to infinity, because our number system is infinite. So x greater than or equal to 1. Again, real numbers, we write this using the intervals, we write with open bracket and close bracket as intervals. That also we learned in steps. Close the bracket. Again, for those who forgot it, close the bracket. This means a less than or equal to x less than or equal to b means, that means numbers from a to b. Numbers from a to b. Again, one more thing. This one, 5, 10. 5, 10 means numbers from 5 to 10. Numbers from 5 to 10 doesn't mean that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, they are all natural integers. Numbers, when we write numbers from 5 to 10, Even we cannot mention or write the first number after 5, because the first number after 5, we have infinitely many numbers. We cannot write 5.1 as the first number. Between 5 and 5.1, again we have infinitely many numbers. That is why for representing the real numbers, we always use closed bracket, or that is intervals. We call it as intervals. So closed interval means including the extreme values, whereas open interval means n less than. In this case, we say numbers between A and B. Numbers between A and B. This is numbers from A to B. Numbers from A to B means including A and B, which is closed bracket, that is square bracket. Numbers between A and B means numbers between A and B means A and B are not included. Numbers after A and before B. That is the open bracket. That is simple bracket. And some of you sent your notebook some pictures also. He has written bracket something like this. No, don't do that bracket carelessly. See that the bracket in a math bracket is very important. The meaning itself is different. Square bracket and open bracket. For making it more beautiful, don't make simple bracket or square bracket. So simple bracket, square bracket, and the braces, they are all with different meaning. So take care of this. So here x greater than or equal to 1 means, so x domain x belongs to greater than or equal to 1. So including 1 to infinity. Again, since sign of infinity to 1. Infinity we can never close. Anywhere we never close. If you are seeing this one, this is wrong. Infinity we can never close, because infinity is not a fixed number so that we can include that number. Infinity means it goes to infinity. Whether you have to send your notebooks photo, no need for the time being. I will ask you. Whenever I ask you what we want, at that time you send. I will ask you, because for internal assessment we need this notebook also picture. At that time I will ask you to send you a picture of notebook, or a particular exercise. I will ask you this exercise. Send me a picture. At that time only you have to send it. Not now. So this is domain. Now, again, coming to range. Range means binaries. Again, to find range, there is no fixed rule. But here, f of x is equal to root of, that is, y is equal to root of x minus 1. Range means by values. Seeing this itself, we can read it out. Y positive root means it is positive square root. Therefore, y is greater than or equal to 0. This is one of the conditions. Just by observing, since positive square root is asked, should we do all this exercise in notebook or in textbook? How can you do these questions in your textbook? These questions are to be done in your notebook. One of you asked it now. Should we do all this questions? These questions are to be done in your notebook. Whereas in sets we have a subset to fill in the blanks, true or false. Those things just do it in your textbook. No problem. But all descriptive type questions you have to do it in your notebook. Okay. So by from seeing this one, we can make it out y is x than or equal to 0. Still, it is not complete. Now, what we wrote is we write x in terms of y. So here, y squared is equal to x minus 1. X is equal to y squared plus 1. X is equal to y squared plus 1. And see that x is greater than 1. Is it? X, so since x greater than or equal to 1, this means y squared plus 1 greater than or equal to 1. Y squared plus 1 greater than or equal to 1 means y squared greater than or equal to 0. Because if y square is greater than or equal to 0, square of a number is greater than or equal to 0. So which are the possible values of y? Definitely square of all numbers are greater than or equal to 0, whether it is positive, negative, whatever it is. Therefore, y belongs to R. Condition number 2. From y square greater than or equal to 0. If the condition is y square greater than or equal to 0, that means y can be any number. Now from 1 and 2. Combining 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, what can we write? Y is greater than or equal to 0. Y belongs to R. The common part is 0 is not a real number. Yes, 0 is a real number. 0 is a real number. Whatever number you learn till now, whatever number you learn till class 10 or now class 11, whatever number you know in your mind, they are all real numbers. Whatever number you have seen in your studies, they are all real numbers. We have never seen any number other than real number till now. All numbers you know. Decimals, fractions, rationals, irrationals, everything, they're all real numbers. So 0 is a real number. So from 1 and 2, what will we write? Y greater than or equal to 0. Therefore, the range y belongs to 0 to infinity. Including 0, that is where right? 0 to infinity. Again, as I said, there is no fixed rule or fixed method for finding domain and range, but these are some of the techniques. So, even by observation, if we can write it, we can make it out with proper reasoning, that's enough. Again, a doubt came. We said about only real numbers, then which are the unreal numbers? Unreal numbers means imaginary numbers. Wait, we will learn imaginary. This year itself, we will learn imaginary numbers. There are. That is in next chapter. That is after trigonometry, we will learn it. They are called complex number. Yes, infinity, always infinity to be written with open bracket. Infinity we can never close because there is no fixed number called infinity. It goes on. So we cannot fix it. A range part again, see that since square root positive square root is off, this means y is greater than or equal to 0. Yesterday also we did one question, same thing. Condition 1. Then y square, squaring is not our aim is to write x in terms of y because we already know value of x. If you are writing x in terms of y, we know x y square plus 1. X is greater than or equal to 1. That means this y square plus 1 is greater than or equal to 1. Why? Because x is greater than or equal to 1. If y square plus 1 is greater than or equal to 1, then y square is greater than or equal to 0. Y square greater than or equal to 0 means square of a number is greater than or equal to 0. Square of a number is greater than or equal to 0 means that number can be any number, even 0, positive, negative, fraction, whatever it may be. All, that is all real numbers. Someone asked me about practicals, no practicals, but internal assessment is there. This is question number 4. Now coming to question number 5. Today we have to complete this chapter. Question number, again, next week onwards, we will have extra classes. I think you have Monday you don't have class on that. I think Monday or Tuesday. When is it? Tuesday. No, Monday. Monday you don't have class in school. If domain is infinity to 0, then should we put open bracket in the beginning? No, infinity, wherever infinity comes. Yes, one of you asked, if domain is infinity to 0, then should we put open bracket in the beginning? Yes, wherever infinity comes, it should be open. Wherever infinity comes, it should be open. Yes, Monday is holiday. So every Monday, we will have extra classes at 2 o'clock, 2 to 3. So next Monday, 2 to 3, we will have extra classes because we have to complete trigonometry and complex numbers, 2 more chapters. Now, question number 5. Again, f of x is equal to modulus of x minus 1. Modulus of x minus 1. Again, for modulus, doing for domain, Domain inside modulus we discussed. It can. So domain directly like domain x belongs to the number. Why? Because inside modulus we can write any number. We can write positive, 0, negative, whatever it may be. Modulus of that number we can find. So domain means all real numbers. And what about range? Y? Range y belongs to 0 to infinity. Why? Because modulus. For all modulus questions, whatever coming inside it, it can be any real number. And definitely modulus will not be negative. Modulus is always non-negative. Modulus cannot be negative. So range is 0 to infinity. Next one is an interesting one. Sixth one. This one, again, I will show you another method. Sixth one, f set actually x square by 1 plus x square. X belongs to R. Find the range. X belongs to R means x is a real number. X can already domain is given. X belongs to real number. X is real number. Now we have to find range. See, actually this right here. See how it is written. This is set. This is set. This one. This is simplified. X and something is written here. In simple bracket, if you are writing, that is called the ordered pair. So here, this one, this is the y. Usually, ordered pair is x, y. So actually, this is the y coordinate. So y coordinate, it is an ordered pair x square by 1 plus y square. So here, y is equal to x square by 1 plus x square. This is given. See that this is an ordered pair. In ordered pair, the second number is for y coordinate. Also, see, remember, it can be written this way. X, f of x. This is also possible. Because f of x is y. We write y is equal to f of x. So, writing an ordered pair, we can write x, and the definition of y we can write, or x, f of x we can write. All these are ordered pairs. So, the second number denotes y coordinate. So, y is equal to x square by 1 plus x square. Possible values of y, that is the range. Possible values of y, that is range. This one. See that. What is f? F of x, what is f? F is the function. F denotes the function. Somebody is asking. Till we know f of x. One of you asked me, what is f? F of x means a function in x. So f means f is a function. I think we wrote it in properties. F, if f and g are functions, f plus g, f minus g, f into g, all are functions. We write functions using this one. So this is a function. Definition of a function is given. Definition of a function is given. That in secular form. For example, we write p of x. So here, definition of function. Definition of function can be written in Roster form. This is in secular form. Or by directly giving definition we can give. So y is equal to x square by 1. See, x can be any number. If x can be a number, numerator, this expression, by observing we can make it. This something just by observing we can see, make it out. This one can never be negative. Why it cannot be negative? Because x belongs to x can be real number, x can be positive or negative. whatever it may be, x square is positive because square of a number, square becomes positive. So x square is positive. Even denominator 1 plus x square, that's also positive. That means this expression can never be negative, it can be only positive. Now, can it be 0? It can be 0. Why? Because if x is 0, 0 by something, 0. And see that denominator can never be 0. Why? Because maximum x can be 0. Even if x is 0, denominator is 1 plus 0, that is 1. So see that numerator can be 0 and the whole fraction positive cannot be negative. That means number from 0 to infinity. Just by observing it, just by observing we can make it out. It is only non-negative number. How does one of you ask 1 can be negative? This 1 is not negative, 1 is positive. If you have 1 plus x square, x can be negative. Even if x is negative, x square becomes positive. So positive number plus 1 means again it is positive. So this expression becomes positive, then it's 0 and positive. That means it cannot be negative. Again, this is a fraction. In this fraction, you can observe it. Denominator is always more than numerator. Is it? Denominator is always more than numerator. If denominator is always more than numerator, if denominator is always more than numerator, they are all called proper fractions. Proper fractions means they are all numbers less than 1. So that means the pi values are from 0 to numbers less than 1. That is, just by observing, by thinking, we can get it. X cannot be negative. Being a perfect square, it cannot be negative. So it is from 0 to positive infinity. Again, since numerator x square is less than denominator 1 plus x square, each will be a proper fraction. That means less than 1. So our domain range is from 0 to, starting from 0, less than 1. This is just by if you are writing in words, we can write it. So I'm the banana for this one. See, definitely x 0 less than or equal to x square, less than is it correct? See that 0 less than or equal to x square, less than, here 0, x can be 0, but this x square cannot be equal to 1 plus x square. Definitely x square will be always less than 1 plus x square, because 1 plus x square means it is 1 more than x square. 1 plus x square means 1 more than x square. Now, if you are dividing by 1 plus x square, 0 by 1 plus x square less than or equal to x square by 1 plus x square less than or equal to 1 plus x square by 1 plus x square. See, dividing by 1 plus x square, dividing by a positive number. That is why inequality comes less than. Inequality remains same. Dividing by a positive number, inequality remains same. 0 by 1 plus x square. I divided these 3 terms with 1 plus x square. 0 by n quantity is 0, less than or equal to x square by 1 plus x square, that is equal to y. Less than 1. We got y from 0 to, therefore range y belongs to 0. See that 0 is included, 1 is not included. From 0 less than 1. This is range. Do it again by writing in words also we can do. This is another method. Similarly, we have different techniques. There is no fixed rule. By observing, if you can understand it and write logic reasoning and write the answer down. Now, y cannot be negative. All positive numbers will be non-negative. Y cannot be negative. So all positive numbers. Yes. Now, Next one is a very easy question. You can do by yourself. I'll give an idea. Question number 7. Question number 7. See, F and G, they are functions from R to R in the elements. F of x is equal to x plus 1. G of x is equal to 2x minus 3. This is to find first bit f plus g. Second bit f minus 3. Third bit f minus 3. See, f plus g of x we can write. F plus g or right f plus g. That's f plus g means what? F is 1, x plus 1 plus g means 2x minus 3. 2x plus x, 3x, 1 minus 3, minus, that's it. Similarly, find f minus g, find f minus g and f by d, the main same I will take alternates. See that g is x plus 1 minus of 2x minus 3, x plus 1 minus 2x plus 3. So x minus 2x is minus 6 plus 4. All that we can write as 4 minus 6. Minus 6 plus 4 or 4 minus 6. Now, f by g means f is x plus 1 by g is 2x minus 3. Here, you have to mention for rational expressions, always 2x minus 3 not equal to 0. This 2x minus 3 cannot be equal to 0. Or we can write 2x not equal to 3 or x, that is, or x not equal to 3 by 2. Either write 2x minus 3. Whenever you write a rational expression with a numerator and denominator in a function, mention that denominator is not 0. Always mention denominator is not 0. Now, see, the same thing. No. Should be multiply by going to get for someone asked me, should be rationalized. Rationalization. Even the word itself shows. Rationalize means we will rationalize an irrational number. This 2x minus 3 is not irrational. It is a rational number. The whole thing is a rational number. If we have root sign, then only rationalize it. Otherwise, give it as it is. Again, what's the other doubt? The other one is, can't we take the denominator on the right side? Denominator on the right side means what? Denominator on the right side means this denominator, where is the left? Where is the right side of this one? What is the left side and right side? We have a numerator and denominator. What is the right side here? Whose side is equal to 0? It is not equal to 0. Whose side is equal to 0? F by d, it is not given, it is equal to 0. It is not given. X plus 1 by 2 is minus 0, that's all. It is not equal to something. F by g. In that case, suppose that you are getting on simplification, some answer, some question you got is equal to 3 by 5. Then can you write this is equal to 0? No. 3 by 5 is the answer, that's all. Okay. Yeah, then see, this is 3x minus 3. Again, in board paper and even in our examination, we ask one question. F and G were given. The question was find f plus g of 2. What does that mean? F plus g of 2 means, so put a star and write somewhere. F plus g of 2. Even this can be asked. F plus g of 2 means first find f plus g. F plus g. What is f plus g? After find f plus g is 3x minus 2. Now f plus g is 3x minus 2 means f plus g of x is 3x minus 2. Now f plus g of 2 means in place of this x, write 2 minus 2, which is 6 minus 2, 4 is the answer. So such questions also can be asked. F plus g of a particular number. After finding f plus g, replace x with that given number, that gives the answer. Next one. X value is we have to add. Next one. Yeah, next question is also important one, and similar questions are also seen in examination. This question number 7 and question number 8. F is a function given in positive form 1 1 1 1 2 3 0 minus 1 minus 1 minus 3. Actually, it should be x. Etc. is better. Put etc. is better. Actually, the question is given wrong. It's a function from z to z. And f of x is equal to a plus b. Find a and b. Find a and b. See, this is the row. Why we put etc. It is given. It's a function z, means integers. The definition of function defined on z will be for all x, means all integers should be mentioned. Here only few integers are mentioned. That's why we put etc. Anyway, so some pairs of numbers in the definition in roster form, few values of x and y are given. The question is to find that function. The same question can be asked in a different way. F is a linear function. That as a note. Put a star and write it. Or find the linear function. Find the linear function. F. Find the linear function. That put it right here. So here, instead of here, textbook question is find the value of a and b. Instead of that, in examination, they can ask find a linear function. Again, same type of question. Page number 45, example 20. Page number 45, example 20. Part out example 20 is the same type of question. Again, there it is mentioned to find a linear function. A linear function from z to z. So it's a linear function. Here, linear function means functions of degree 1. You know that. Ax plus b, pair of degree 1. Quadratic function will be ax squared plus bx plus c. So linear function means first degree function. So ax plus b. So here you can find a and b. For finding a and b, fx is equal to ax plus b means y is equal to ax plus b. See that our unknowns, we have two unknowns, a and b. To find a and b, two unknowns, if we get two equations in a and b, then we can solve it. We done in class 10. Linear equations in two variables. So our aim is to get two equations in a and b. we know that y is equal to ax plus b. Equation number 1. Y is to be ax plus b. Now, 1. This is an element in this function. 1 means if x is 1, y is also 1. 2 means x is 2, y is 3. So if you are replacing this x and y values from the given function, we will get two equations in A and B. And see, by observing this pairs, the easiest pair is 0 minus 1 because one number becomes 0. So 0, 1. 0 minus 1 belongs to here. Therefore, substituting in 1. Substituting in 1 means x value we will put it as 0, y value is minus 1. So y becomes minus 1 is equal to a into 0 plus b. That means therefore b is equal to minus 1. If we always take simple, that is better. That will be more easy. If you are taking the simple one, calculation will be more easy. See here, since x is 0, directly we got the answer b. Otherwise, you will get an equation in a and b. Then one more equation a and b. Then you have to solve those two equations. Instead of that, here directly we are getting the value of b. And always in the question, sometimes in the question there will not be a pair with 0. There will not be a pair with 0. In that case, if there is no pair with 0, then you have to get into easy numbers. Take easy numbers, you will get two equations in A and B, then solve. So here B is minus 1. Again, second one, 1, 1. 1, 1 belongs here. Therefore, substituting in 1. 1 is equal to a into 1 plus a. 1 is equal to a plus the value of b we already found. B is minus 1. Take a plus 1. 1 plus 1 is equal to a. Therefore, a is equal to 2. So we got a is equal to 2. B is equal to minus 1. If the question was to write the linear function, therefore f of x, x plus b becomes 2x minus 1. So the required linear function is 2x minus 1. See that in this question, they didn't ask to write the function, they are asking only to find the values of a and b. Whereas in examination, they can ask to find a linear function. If the question is to find the linear function, after writing a and b, you have to write the function ax plus b. Put the value of a and b. That is the function. Do it. Now, see. If you are not taking, if you don't have a pair with 0, here we got an equation. What is the equation? A plus b is equal to 1. Again, 2, 3 also belongs to 1. If it is 2, 3, 3, this is 3, this is 2a plus b. So 2a plus b is equal to 3. If you are substituting 2, 3, we get this equation. Now we know how to solve these two equations. Subtracting minus, minus, minus. A minus a is minus a, b minus b cancels. 1 minus 3 is minus 2. So a is equal to 2. A is equal to 2. Substitute a is equal to 2 here. B plus 2 is 1. So b is 1 minus 2 minus 1. Again, we got the same thing. Whereas if you are including 0, we get one value directly. That will be more easy. So this question. So question number 7 and 8. These are seen questions. They are good questions. Now carry on. Question number 9. R is a function, relation from M to N. And R is defined as ordered pair AB such that A and B are natural numbers and A is equal to B squared. Again, in the case of natural numbers, see, this means if you are reading this in our mind, ordered pair AB so that A is equal to B squared. That means set of all ordered pairs where the first number is the square of the second number. First number is the square of second number. See, if so, can you write some pairs of this number? Can you write some pairs? First number is square of second number. And they are natural numbers. So natural numbers definitely start from 1. First number 1 1. See, because 1 is equal to 1 square, is correct. 1 1. What is the next pair? What will be the next pair? Can it be 1 2? Can it be 1 2? 1 2 is not possible. 1 2 is not possible. Again, someone wrote 2 4. 2 4 is also not possible. Why 2 4? 2 2. Someone wrote 2 2. That is not possible. Why? See, A is equal to B square means the first number should be square of second number. We consider all those ordered pairs where the first number is square of second number. That means first number is not square of second number. We cannot take this 2 2. First number is not square of second number, whereas 4 2 can be taken because first number is square of second number. Next will be 9 3. Correct. First number. Next is 16 4, etc. So these are the pairs. So just write inside 1 1 1 1 4 2 9 3 16 4, etc. These are the pairs coming in this relation. Now, the question is, A, the following, this is true. Is it true? A, first bit is A belongs to R. The question is it true? Again, see that. For showing something is true, you have to write the general proof. Whereas for showing something is wrong, just show one example. If you are writing one example, that is enough to show that it is wrong. Whereas for proving something is true, writing example is not at all sufficient. Writing example means it can be true for only that example. For proving something is true, you have to write the general proof. Whereas for proving something is wrong, write one example. Here, A. See, this symbol, use the symbol B and enter. This is read as for all. So now onwards, we will write this one for all. It is read as for all. So for all B and enter. That is for all. Now, A belongs to R. Or can we write all numbers are related to itself? Consider or think it that way, considering natural number, can we say that all natural numbers are squares of itself? No, only 1 1 is possible. 2 2 is it possible? No. So we can write example 2 2 does not belong to R since 2 not equal, because we take A B only if A the first number is square of second number. These are the pairs we take. We take only those pairs where the first number is square of second number. So 2 cannot be taken because the first number 2 is therefore false. Now, second bit. AB belongs to R. AB belongs to R implies, this perform implies BA belongs to R. Is it true? So take a pair related. 4, 2 belongs to R. 4, 2 belongs to R. Since 4 is equal to 2 squared. Now, begin. That means 2, 4. Does it belong to R? 2, 4 does not belong to R. Why? Since the first number 2 is not equal to square of second number. We take a pair, understand this, A is equal to B square. That means we take a pair of numbers, natural numbers, so that in that pair, the first number is square of the second number. If first number is square of the second number, we can take that pair in our relation. That's me. So 4, 2 can be taken. The reason the first number 4, it is the square of second number 2. So 4, 2 belongs to this relation. You can see it. 4, 2 is there. Whereas 2, 4, we cannot consider that in this relation. 2, 4, to consider 2, 4, the first number 2 has to be the square of second number, which is wrong. 2 is not square of 4. So, therefore, again, this is also false. Then, third one. What is the third one? AB belongs to R. AB belongs to R. And BC belongs to R. Implies AC belongs to R. AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R. That means we need 3 numbers. First a pair, then the second pair has to start with this one. We cannot start with 1, 1. We cannot start with 4, 2 because second one has to start with, this will be repeated. So we can start with 16, 4. See, 16, 4 belongs to R. Why do we prefer 16, 4? Because second AB and then we need BC. So the second number here, we need that number of the first number in the next pair. 16, 4 belongs to R. Since 16 is equal to 4 squared. And 4, 2 belongs to R. Since 4 is equal to 2 squared. But, so we do AB and BC. Now AC means 16, 2. Does it belong to R? To check whether it belongs to R, check whether the first number is square of second is true. 16 is equal to square is wrong. So this is not. 12, 2. Therefore, third one is also false. 16, 2 does not belong to R. Sixteen 4 belongs to R. Similarly, you can find many pairs. Instead of 16, 4, we can start with 64, 8. No, 64, 8 is not possible. 4 we need 2, 4, 9. No, 16, 6, 256. 256, 16, 16, 4, 4, 2. Many pairs. Now, actually, these are all based on something which you learn next year. Now we have only 2 more questions. No, 3 more questions are there. We will do 1 more question today. Question number 10. Question number 10. Next class tomorrow. Tomorrow is next class. Next class we will start trigonometry. So next one, question number 10. Again, A is equal to set 1, 2, 3, 4. B is equal to set 1, 5, 9, 11, 15, 16, and C is not there. F is the relation given us 1, 5, 2, 9, 3, 1, 4, 5, and 2, 9. The question is, F is a relation from A to B. F is a relation from, by definition, relation from A to B is a set of ordered pairs where the first number has to be taken from A, second number has to be taken from B. That's a subset of A cross B. See the first number 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Is it taken from the first one? 1 is there, 2 is here, 3 is here, 4 is here? Yes. So it is a relation from, yes. So F is a relation from A to B since F subset of A cross B. A relation is subset of A cross B. Now, second bit, is it a function from A to B? Is it a function from A to B? To be a function from A to B, we need to check two conditions. All the elements in A, whether they have an image. Definitely 1, 2, 3, 4. All of these elements has an image. Condition 2, check whether any element has more than one image. Do we have any element has more than one image? 1, 2. See, 2 is image of 2 is 9, image of 2 is 11. That means the element 2 has two images. Therefore, not a function. The element 2 has more than one image. Therefore, F is not a function. F is not a function. Now, only two more questions. We will complete it. We will complete the chapter. Next one, question 11. We will complete it. Next class, starting on. Question 11 is an easy one. See, question 11. F is AB, A plus B. AB belongs to Z. Is it a function? Integers, product of two numbers, sum of two numbers. With the same product, do we have two images for the same product? See, there it is. For if A is A is 4, B is 3. A is 4, B is 3. We get 4 into 3, 4 plus 3. That is 12, 7 belongs to F. Whereas A is 6, B is 2. 6 into 2, 6 plus 2. 12, 8. This also belongs here. That means the element 12 has two images. Therefore, 12 has 2 images, therefore not a function. In short, take any number, find the factors. So for example, take 16. Which are the factors of 16? Factors of 16, 8 into 2, 4 into 4, 16 into 1, is it? These are all factors of 16. So multiplying these two, we get 16. Whereas adding this is AB. What is A plus B? 16 plus 1, 17. 8 plus 2, 10. 4 plus 4, 8. Just right inside. If you are making 16, this is AB. A into B, this is A plus B. If you are taking any number, its factors, so product will be same, whereas sum will be different. So that means 16 has many images. 16 has many images. Here, the number 12 has many images. Now here, prime number is correct. Only prime number. One of you asked if you are taking prime number. But here the question is, Z means if one example is wrong, as we said, we cannot say if it is true, it should be true for everything. This case is true only for prime numbers. For this number, it is wrong, so it is not a function. If in one case, if it is not wrong, if it is not correct, it means it is not a function. Again, the last one I will give you a homework. The highest, see, A is 9, 10. Question number 12. A is equal to 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. F from A to N. Defined as F of N is highest prime factor of N. Highest prime factor of N. F of N. See, if you are taking 9, we are taking each number. X values are each of this number. Its corresponding by F of N means Y value. F of X means its Y value. So F of N means the Y value corresponding to N. So if you are writing N as 9, its corresponding Y value is highest prime factor of 9. Which is the highest prime factor of 9? The highest prime factor? Which are the prime numbers? Prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. These are prime numbers. Well, so the highest prime factor is 3. So 9, 3. So the first number, the highest prime factor is its Y coordinate. Now taking second number. Function means for all elements in A, it should be related. So we have to take relation with all these numbers. Second one, 10. Which is the highest prime factor? For 10, it is 5. Then the third factor, 11. The highest prime factor is 11 itself. 12. Which is the highest prime factor for this one? 3. 3 is the highest factor. Then 13. The highest prime factor is 13 itself. This is, now you know how to write the range. What is the range of this one? Range means the Y values. Which are the Y values? So range is 3, 5, 11, 3 we already wrote it, 13. That's it. So second chapter is complete. So just say homework. Yes, it's a homework. Do it once again. Again, see, finding domain and range, you have to practice it. See, do those questions. There's no understand the idea. Similarly, we wrote A is equal to B squared. So that writing style, AB means X coordinate, Y coordinate, relation. Always, whenever we get a relation, try to read it as a sentence. A is equal to B square means first number is square of second number. Similarly, try to read it as a sentence, understand the idea. So tomorrow we will, next class, we will start miscellaneous exercise is important. Miscellaneous exercise is important. It is not like class 10 optional was not included, whereas here now 11th and 12th all miscellaneous questions, everything whatever is given in textbook all are recorded. So we will start the new chapter trigonometry next class. No doubts, I think. Yes. See you next class. Lot of messages are okay. Thank you, sir.